Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you guys for your continued support. All of you, my old subscribers, thank you very much. Your support is very much appreciated. All of you, my new subscribers, thank you for your subscriptions, your likes, and your shares. And all of you, my viewers, wherever you're watching me from, welcome to my channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, do subscribe to my channel. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and why. Let me check first. Let me check if my audios are fine. Yeah, so the audios are fine. So yeah, as I was saying, I am actually growing this channel. I'm building this channel is for a good cause. Okay, so I'll be telling you a little bit about myself and why I am growing this channel. So it's a good cause, and if you can be a part of it through your subscription, that is how you can actually literally support me, guys. So welcome to my channel. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, to do subscribe, do share. Okay, this is my maybe last video for the day. I've already done a first video, okay, because initially I was meant to come out in the morning to do my live stream, but I've changed plans. So because I had a very important appointment, and I've just finished with my appointment. Sorry guys, I'm talking very fast because I was basically talking, and so anyhow, I'm going to calm it down a little bit so I don't talk too fast. So guys, welcome to my channel. Let me know where you're watching me from. I'm interested, and I love to read your comments, guys. So let me know where you're watching me from. Leave comments in the comment section below. Again, I love to read your comments. However, let's be respectful and not use offensive language on this channel. YouTube does block that for me, so I never get to see it. But yeah, in the past I have actually taken screenshots, so I know who these people that come onto my channel to cause havoc, because you're trying to get me to respond. I'm not going to do that. But you, my viewers, my lovely viewers and subscribers, I love to hear from you. So do leave comments, and yeah, I read them and I enjoy reading them, and if I can, I'll respond to those comments. So this is my last video for the day. I had to rush the first one that I did because I had an appointment. I've just come out of my appointment right now, and so I just want to do my last video. So as you know, guys, we are just it's a few days before Christmas, and yeah, I know yes, oh hi, yes, how are you, and everybody else on this channel, that is what under my voice, the sound of my voice. Hi to all of you. Please do leave me comments like Yas has done. Okay, I love to read your comments. So if you were on here on my previous video, guys, I went random. I spoke about some of the things that I've been experiencing in the background. I spoke about my life and what it's been like. I hope that you know you listened carefully, and I'm doing that basically not to bring awareness. Okay, it's to bring awareness, guys. So, okay, yes, you've retracted your message. I thought you said hi. Anyway, never mind. So, yes, guys, so as I was saying, I'm bringing awareness to a very dangerous situation that I found myself in. That is why I speak up randomly. I don't necessarily plan, okay? I don't necessarily leave a title for my live stream. Yes, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas to you too. I hope you enjoy your Christmas and New Year. Thank you for joining me. As I said, I love to read your comments. So yeah, guys, the reason why I just bring up these discussions randomly, I do that on purpose. It's strategic, because in the past when I've tried to talk about my situation, and I would put a title on my video before I start to premiere, guess what? The people that know I'm talking about them, they'll get very messy. Okay. Oh yes, thank you a lot. Keep up the good work. Ah, thank you. Yes, thank you. That's very kind. Yeah. So you know what? I'm speaking up to bring awareness, and so that, and some of the things that I'm having to mention, like in my previous video, it's difficult to put your mind around it, to think, can this happen to somebody? Yes, those things happen to me. And the perpetrator hoped that nobody would believe me, okay? So, but then, you know, people are not stupid, people are clever, okay? So if you are such a person under the sound of my voice, you've come across people who are very, very malicious like that, and you've thought, you know, you can't speak up. They've tried to take your voice away. Your voice is what you've got. God gave you your voice to use it. And I'm not simply just talking about your vocal cords here, no, or just the words you speak. You see, when you can communicate what's going on with you, or if you can communicate or on behalf of other people, that is called using your voice. So use your voice. Don't let an abuser or abusive people silence you, okay? With fear that if you speak up, people will say you are crazy, people will say you are lying, whatever the intimidation could be. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, I just randomly came out. It was planned. I planned to do that, but I don't plan it ahead. I don't put it out on the channel. I just start a conversation, and then I find a point where I can bring in some of these issues. So yeah, I did that. If you missed my first video today, early afternoon, maybe you need to go back to my last video. It's still so it's still editing, okay? It's still editing, and it's not yet out here, so you please do watch it as well. But a lot of people did watch that, so I've just come back because I want to do my last video, okay? So it's important, even towards Christmas, that I keep you, my viewers and subscribers, I keep you informed. And yeah, so anyhow, guys, as I was saying, I had an appointment in my last video. If you did join me, I've been on that appointment, and basically I was talking a lot during my appointment, and this is why I'm still speaking a little bit faster than usual, because I was already speaking. I wasn't just quiet in the house and then coming on a live stream. So from the first live stream, I instantly went to my appointment, which involved a lot of talking, okay? So I'm back to do my second video. I don't know, probably I'll do another one. Probably that's going to be very late at night. Yeah, but between then I'm going to exercise. Unfortunately, it's quite dark now. Yeah, I've got lights in the house, so probably I should move this live streaming exercise maybe for tomorrow. But today I will exercise, but not on live stream. And the reason being that probably, the music that I would use, I don't want it to have copyright issues with YouTube. Okay, so yeah, that is a part of observing the rules and so on and so on. So yeah, guys, so yeah, I'm done with my appointment, and yeah, so this is my second video for the day. And I just wanted to say that, guys, over the Christmas, I don't know if I'm going to be doing any live streams. I might actually, maybe when I'm cooking. Let's see how confident I feel about that. Okay, because yeah, I don't know, I'm not into turkey, like preparing turkey and cooking on a live stream. I would love to do that. So no, I'm not going to be preparing turkey, but I used to do that a lot, but I'm not going to be doing that, so we'll see. So what are you planning for Christmas? Yeah, my viewers and subscribers, please leave me comments in the comment section below. Any ideas? Do you have any recipes that you can share with me? Not turkey, okay? Nothing to do with turkey. Just, okay, maybe fish recipes. Or if you are baking rather than buying your own baked goodies, are you baking? Do you have any recipes? Yeah, I would like to know, guys. So yeah, okay, guys, maybe in this particular video, maybe I'm also going to talk a little bit about the resolutions, some of it which I decided I was gonna go online, okay, and start before I get to January, i.e. my health, exercising, eating healthy. I've got a sweet tooth, unfortunately. That's the thing, okay? And I won't lie to you, and I don't keep fit because I haven't got addictions to sugar. I am addicted to sugar, but you can, if you are like me, addicted to sugar, okay, you can beat that addiction just like any other addiction, okay? So yeah, I have a sweet tooth and that is my thing, but still, I'm able to overcome that. And because if I'm going to lose weight, if I'm going to be healthy, obviously I'm going to have to watch what I eat. Okay, so I won't have the body I want. I won't look nice if I can't have it. I can't have it all. Like eat massive loads of sugar, unhealthy foods. Do you know junk food? Junk food tastes nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So yeah, but then it ruins your health. So yeah, guys, that is why I decided I'm gonna take this to my live streams because I care about you, my viewers and subscribers. I just don't want you to watch my videos. I also want to contribute to something into your life as well. So I want you to benefit. So if you can learn a thing or two from me, that's very good. So guys, I'm gonna say again, welcome to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, like and share my videos, okay? If you're one of those, if you're one of my viewers and you're not yet subscribed, I'm going to ask you to consider subscribing. yeah, so do subscribe, do like, do share. Yeah, so guys, I'm back again with this second video. So yeah, we have another abusive meltdown over here. Let's take screenshots. We did. Okay. Anyhow, let's not pay them attention. Anyhow, guys, let's focus on our video. So, what are you guys planning for the Christmas? Are you all my viewers? Are you cooking or are you going out? I would like to know. So, leave me comments in the comment section below. Yeah, leave me comments in the comment section below, guys. And yeah, anyhow, let's proceed on a discussion about the weight loss journey. And obviously, I started the live streams yesterday to talk about how you can lose weight, eat healthy, and sustain your, and not regain the weight back on. And you don't have to deny yourself the foods you like to eat, but how you can, successfully transition from a very, very toxic diet with junk food, sugar, etc., to really eating healthy, a lot of fruit and veg. And not only are you going to lose weight, but remember what I said yesterday is for your overall well-being. Okay, so it's your physical health, your mental health. You're gonna be feeling good, you're gonna be looking good, and you're gonna be healthy. So it's not about losing weight in the most unhealthy way and following these fad diets that don't take you anywhere. So we are talking about a lifestyle. So this lifestyle that you choose, okay, in terms of eating a healthy diet, this lifestyle that you choose is going to, naturally, you're gonna get used to the foods that you choose to eat. For example, a lot of fruit and veg. You're gonna get used to them, and you're not gonna force yourself not to eat the junk foods that you once lived on. Okay, so this will happen naturally, but you have to take that first step. Okay, guys, so this is what we are going to continue talking about. So guys, yeah, it took me a while to eventually transition into a healthy lifestyle. Like I said, I have a weakness for sugar. I have a sweet tooth. So I'm not talking about sugar. I'm talking about chocolate and desserts and things like that. Yeah, I have a sweet tooth. So you can imagine being addicted to sweet, sugary stuff like that, and how difficult it is, because then your body start to crave it, right? So I had to do it the right way. I had to really break those addictions the right way. So with any addiction that a person has, you have to really find a way to break away from those addictions, because if you don't, you're gonna go deeper and deeper into those addictions. So is with food. Okay, I don't have a bad relationship with food. I am not a big eater. Okay, I am not a foodie. Okay, I'm not a big eater, but it's the types of foods that would cause me to gain weight. Not just to gain weight, but also, you know, they're not healthy choices. So for me, I'm not a big eater, okay? And some people overeat. That is why, okay? For me, it's the food choices, okay? So for example, if I want, I can actually go all day just having cake and coffee. And by the time it's meal time, I don't care about that uh, those healthy vegetables on my plate. Why? Because I've consumed too much sugar. So as I said before, sugar can actually cause addictions. Okay? So you don't start your morning cup of coffee with a piece of cake. You don't do that. That's not good if you're trying to lose weight. Okay? So the more, then if I have a cup of coffee with a piece of cake, then what happens is that amount of sugar in that piece of cake, it releases a lot of, there's insulin spikes, glucose and insulin spikes. Then my body starts to scream out, give me some sugar, give me some sugar. And it's like I'm not even hungry, okay? But then you see the insulin and sugar spikes, the more you have that, the more your body screams out for them. And then you grab another slice of cake and you keep having cake, basically. That's the, So, yeah, that was my problem. Not over, I'm not a foodie, okay? I'm not a foodie like that. In fact, I nibble a lot. That is how I eat. And I've had to learn as an adult that actually you have to sit at the dining table and have a meal. So I was so used to nibbling. Okay, I go into the fridge, I pick up that, and then I go back again and not really care for meals. I don't know. Those were some of my bad habits. So as you can see, I had them. So I had to change lifestyle. And so what I'm nibbling from the fridge, it's not exactly fruit and veg, is it? There's fruit, but no, I'm going to go for the toxic foods. So guys, yeah. So anyhow, you know what? I want to compensate for the last video because I hijacked it. Here is why. I decided to talk about I decided to talk about my horrific experience. I planned that because I don't want to plan ahead and put a thumbnail to say, hey, I'm going to tell you about the story of my life. I do that on purpose. So I didn't forget what I was talking about. I literally planned it out. Okay, so I apologize for that. If you didn't want to hear that side of that story of my life, so let's go back to the original subject I started to talk about. So yesterday, as you all know, if you watched me yesterday, I went on live stream and I was dancing in the background, dance exercise. Okay, so I enjoy dance exercising because I'm enjoying the dance at the same time I'm losing weight, and so that it's not like a forced thing. Okay, so sometimes some people say they don't like running, they don't like the gym, they don't like the treadmill, they don't like the bike. So what happens is that they're not gonna exercise at all. Okay, so guys, yeah, sorry about that. I was just checking something here. So yeah, you can actually, dance exercise. And yeah, if you've watched some of my videos, guys, I've talked about how you can break addictions to sugars. Okay, and sugars, when I talk about sugar, I'm not just talking about the sugar, the processed sugar. Okay, I'm also talking about sugary drinks. I'm even talking about carbs, like rice, potatoes, bread, yeah, all of those things that, they turn into glucose after you've eaten them, okay? And then they cause weight gain, okay? So being on a low carb, a lot of fruit and veg obviously helps you lose weight, and overall you become very healthy. So as I said in my last video, if you've been listening, it's not you're planning to fail if you try to stop the sugar addictions by just going cold turkey. Okay, you have to take it in stages. For example, I did talk about how you cannot decide that, okay, today I won't have that cake, I won't have that rice, I won't have those potatoes. So you might be asking, if I stop having potatoes and rice and bread, what am I supposed to eat? Yeah, you replace them with healthier choices. A lot of fiber, a lot of fruit and veg. Instead of white potato, use sweet potatoes. Okay, and do it for a period of time. Okay, give it a chance to work. So that is how you then break the addictions. And remember, nobody is going to force it on your throat. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to do something you've never done before. Okay, just so you can be healthy, and if there are weight issues, so you can lose weight. Okay, but remember, it's not about losing weight. It's also about your overall health. So when you have poor physical health, that also can have an impact on your mental health. Vis-a-vis, if your mental health isn't good, it can impact on your physical health, right? For example, if somebody has a mental health, if their mental health is suffering, what happens is they neglect themselves. Okay, and what happens is maybe a lot happens there, and so it's all connected, right? It's all connected. So yeah, so yeah, if you want to break away from sugar addictions, don't go cold turkey immediately. Do it slowly. Okay, do it slowly. And I'm not saying you eat a cake here, don't eat it tomorrow. No, it's not gonna work like that. It's not gonna work. So you need to understand that each time you pick up a piece of chocolate or cake and you eat it on an empty stomach, okay, that is going to spike your sugar, whatever, your insulin and glucose amounts in your blood. So don't have that piece of cake or chocolate on an empty stomach, because then it just goes into your system and whoosh, your insulin. And if you checked yourself, sometimes we don't know what's happening with the glucose and insulin spikes, because only people who are diabetic, they're the ones who check themselves to see what their glucose levels are like in the blood. So you don't know this is happening. So what happens is that when you have those insulin spikes, glucose spikes, and then, because you've just put a piece of cake on an empty stomach, a piece of chocolate, that fizzy drink you've just had, that is all sugar, a sugar rush in your system. And then your body starts to scream out, more sugar please, more sugar please. And you think you are hungry. No, you're not. Okay? If you could see what's happening in your body, you wouldn't even put that piece of cake on an empty stomach. Have I done it? Absolutely. And even with this knowledge, I see what happens after I've taken a piece of cake on an empty stomach. So here is maybe my advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm simply telling you from what I do. So for example, before I have a piece of cake, because I did say I have a sweet tooth, okay? Unfortunately, and I'm going to talk about this, okay? I have a sweet tooth. So what happens is that this is what the safe way to do it. Keep your piece of cake, okay? And also be careful the breakfast you have in the morning. Forget the oats porridge. Forget the I'm not saying forget them, it's up to you. You know, people say, oh, these are healthy choices. Yeah, I mean, okay, fine. But what you don't understand is that oats, okay, is going to turn into sugar. Even if you haven't added processed sugar, it is going to turn into sugar. And then that spike, insulin spike, glucose spike. So how do you start your breakfast? Believe it or not, you know, when you cook dinner at night, in the evening, whatever dinner you have, fix a lot of vegetables, cook a lot of vegetables, and keep a whole bowl of it. So in the morning, have a savory breakfast. Okay, have a lot of veg. Let it go down on your stomach lining. Oh, hi Samuel, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, so as I was saying, guys, welcome all of you, my viewers and subscribers. My name is Sarah. So we are talking about lifestyle choices, changing what you eat to lose weight, to be healthy. When you eat healthy, it affects your overall health, your physical health, and your mental health. So yes, guys, now I digress. Let's proceed. So what happens is that, guys, when now, because you've put vegetables, okay, you've consumed vegetables, okay, just vegetables, don't have your egg, don't have anything else, just vegetables at the start. Consume a lot of them, okay? And if you didn't have leftover vegetables from dinner last night, have a salad. Or you know what, it's easy. It's easy if you have a garden or vegetables in your fruit. In your fruit. Sorry, I'm talking so fast, guys. I apologize. I just came from a meeting and I was talking so fast. Okay, so yeah, all right. So, oh yeah, I'm from Tanzania. Oh yeah, hi Samuel again from Tanzania. Thank you. Yeah. So guys, as I was saying, so have a lot of, whether it's a salad or even just vegetables. You know, vegetables are good. Just cut them up, okay, and just steam them up, or just pour hot water on them, okay, and maybe a little tiny oil, a little tiny salt, and eat them, okay. And then you can talk about having your maybe egg or meat, and then you can have your bread. Because you see, when you eat bread on an empty stomach, what happens is you are just releasing a lot of sugar that is going to go into your bloodstreams, and it's going to cause you to be addicted to sugar. To be addicted to bread, because that bread turns into glucose. So put a barrier between your stomach and the bread, because then the bread or the rice, it goes on top of the vegetables and it's released slowly, okay. The sugar, you won't have a big sugar rush because that amount of sugar is released slowly, because underneath it there's vegetables. But if you have bread on an empty stomach, or you have oats porridge, that's a sugar spike, insulin spike, glucose spike. Yeah, and you're gonna crave for more bread, for more cake, for more rice. So all day you want rice, you want this, you want that. That is how addictive sugar is. And when we say sugar, we're not just talking about processed sugar that you add to your bakery, your tea, your coffee. No, even just be careful with those fizzy drinks. So yes, guys, you see your orange juice, the orange juice you buy in the shops, you have that on an empty stomach. Guess what? That's all sugar. There's a sugar rush, the insulin spike, the glucose spike. Now, because of that, you are craving more sugary foods. By sugary foods, I mean bread, I mean rice, I mean potatoes, I mean pasta, I mean cakes, chocolate, fizzy drinks, name it. And then you just begin to think maybe this is how you eat. No, it's sugar. It's addictive. So whether it's natural sugar, from fruit. Do you know that fruit, even fruit, sugar from fruit, isn't really healthy? It's not, because even if you look at the where fruit comes from, for example, I talked about banana, the banana you buy in the shops, and the orange you buy in the shops. That is not in its original form. Do you know it's man-made? The real banana, it's not even sweet. It's a little plant. Okay? So you need to know these things so that, you can break out those addictions, sugar addictions, which cause insulin and glucose spikes, which cause weight gain. Okay? So you have a big belly. Okay. Do you know what's causing that? Okay. So you know. Or you're overweight, you're obese. Okay. I'm telling you now, this is how it works. And I've had to learn that. Okay? So, let's proceed, guys. Now, when you start to do that, you have vegetables before you eat anything else, what happens is that even that ice cream, don't eat the ice cream before you have vegetables. That is how you are going to break away from sugar addictions. Okay? So some of that hunger you are feeling, you're not really hungry. Those are sugar and glucose spikes. Okay? So the most sugar and glucose spikes you have, the most sugar you want to crave in the form of bread, in the form of those carbohydrates which turn into glucose. So you want to minimize, you want to stop the sugar spikes and glucose spikes. Have a lot of veg, greens, before you eat anything in the morning. And then if you want, you can do your scrambled egg. You can have your bread. You can have your whatever, sausage and bacon, after you've eaten a lot of veg. Okay? Even ice cream. Don't just pick up an ice cream on an empty stomach. That's a sugar spike. All right? That is how you cut addictions. And then eventually, and remember not to just grab a cake and put it in your mouth, because now you're asking for trouble. You're going back to your addictions, because you just raised your insulin spikes and your glucose spikes, and then your body, you think it's you, but your whatever that thingy sends something to your brain. You like what you've tasted. Okay? And then the next thing is you are hooked again onto sugar, onto that bread, onto that rice, onto that pasta, onto those chips. Yeah. All that is sugar spike, guys. Insulin spikes, glucose spikes. So this is how you break the addictions. Okay? So, for example, if you are hungry in the house, rather than picking up a piece of cake, start with an apple. Start at least an apple. Yeah, it has sugar, but it's natural sugar, and it's not as harmful as the sugar in your cake or in your whatever scones or whatever you're gonna, your cup of tea with scones. Okay? So at least that's a better choice. Okay? And as soon as you cut out your addictions, okay, you're gonna see that you can actually, you don't feel more hungry. Those sugar spikes and glucose spikes, they're not there. So you can maintain that. That is how you begin to eat healthy. That is how you break the addictions. So breaking the addiction by saying, oh, no more sugar for me, no thank you. That is a lie. You're not going to be able to, because then you're going to go back to that sugar. I see it with myself. I've actually studied this. I've been studying this over a number of weeks. I've seen that I cut up a piece of chocolate, I eat it, I'm gonna go back and back and back again, and I'm thinking, crap, is this thing how it works? Yeah, it's real. So I'm actually telling you things that I've also been studying on my own, and deliberately eating a chocolate, a lot of cake, on an empty stomach, and lots of it. I've also tried to eat lots of cake to see what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you what's happened to me. So I've bought like a whole cake once or twice, and the more I consume that cake, then I don't even like rice. I don't like pasta. I don't like potatoes. Guess what? Now I'm beginning to like those things. Okay? But remember, I'm conscious and I know I'm doing a study. Okay? Because there's so many fads where people, tell you eat this, don't eat that, and those fads don't work. So for me, because I'm very serious with my health, with what I eat. So yeah, and so when I'm having a discussion like this, it's because I've tried it. And those who know me, if you've seen me, if they saw me eating a whole cake by myself, they'll tell you that, yeah, we've seen Sarah doing that. But what they didn't know is that I'm doing a study. And those who also know me, they know that I don't, before I would start doing these studies on my own to check out if it's true about insulin spikes and glucose spikes, they know that I don't like rice, I don't like pasta, I don't like potatoes, I don't like bread. But then seeing me eating bread without any problems. Yeah. So what I'm telling you is correct. Yes, I've studied it where I don't even, I just start with a piece of cake and make a cup of coffee. And then from there, I'm going back to that cake. I'm cutting it and I'm having more cake and I'm thinking, oh yeah. And then I want chocolate. So sugar is addictive. So whether it's natural sugar that is been used for baking, or whether it's rice itself, okay, that turns into glucose, whether it's bread itself or whatever else, sugar is addictive. So I'm answering the question on how to break sugar addictions. Okay, sugar addictions are really, really serious, and that is what is causing weight gain. Yeah, people talk about hormonal stuff, where they talk about where the body isn't able to produce insulin on its own. Okay, fine. I understand that. I understand the hormones behind, the science behind hormonal changes as people, grow older. I do understand that. But you can stop the sugar spike, even though your hormones, that deal with insulin are actually like that, as people grow older. You can stop that by doing exactly what I'm telling you. Don't eat bread on an empty stomach. Don't have cereal, cornflakes on an empty stomach. Don't have bread on an empty stomach. That's sugar. Yeah. So what do you have on an empty stomach before you eat bread? Have vegetables. Yeah. Why? Because if you put that bread in an empty stomach, it's a big sugar rush. If you put that cornflakes, even if you didn't add natural sugar, okay, those cornflakes are gonna turn into sugar, glucose into your blood. And then eventually you won't want to eat that rice. So you can't cut the addiction by simply not consuming your bowl of cornflakes. If you love cornflakes, I used to live on cornflakes. I would literally decide I don't care about the dinner on the table. Okay, I am going to munch some chocolate. Sorry, some whatever cereal. So I would have cereal when I'm hungry. When I snack, it's cereal, and I don't care for anything else. I used to be like that. Okay, and yeah. So can I still do that now? Yes, I can, but I'm able to sort of like cut it out because I'm so used to a life where I do a lot of intermittent fasting. And for me, the addictions, I easily break them because I've been living on a clean diet for such a long time. And let me say this, a clean diet will help you not just lose weight, but you become obviously your overall health, your physical health, your mental health, and obviously you look young. Okay, food can heal or kill, depends on what you're eating, right? So yes, guys, for those of you who are wondering how you can break a sugar addiction, I hope it's making sense. Okay, and stick by it. Even when you're hungry, if you need to eat something immediately, the best choice isn't a cup of tea with a piece of cake or biscuit. The best choice is pick a fruit and then go ahead and fix some vegetables. Even if you didn't have anything to eat them with, just eat them like that. Do you know, me, I even eat raw vegetables. Just clean them up, slice them, whether it's curly curl, whatever it is, I do consume raw vegetables. Just add in tomatoes, onion, what else? Peppers, green, yellow, red peppers. Sprinkle some nuts in there. Sprinkle some olive oil in there. Yeah. And I love fruit and veg. I don't care about meat. Okay? Because I achieved that naturally. Just like I'm telling you. That's what I did. So you can bring meat here. I have to say to myself, okay, fine. Let me have a taste. But even when I do have a taste, it tastes so funny. And for me to continue eating that, I have to work on it so that I start to enjoy it in my eating the meat, whether it's chicken or red meat. But before, yes, I used to be a eat meater. As I said in my last video, if I went to a restaurant, I used to like my steak and chips. Yeah. So I used to eat meat. Okay, it's not that I grew up on a vegan or vegetarian diet. No, I didn't. I had to make lifestyle choices. So it's impossible to imagine yourself not consuming meat just by thinking, okay, by tomorrow I'll stop eating meat. I'll just start with vegetables. No, it's not gonna work like that. But before you eat that meat, put a lot of vegetables on the lining of your stomach by consuming a lot of vegetables. And then you eat your meat, and then you eat your bread or your pasta or your rice. Okay, so don't eat them, don't mix them. Don't mix the vegetables. So no. First, you can have a lot of vegetables, and then you can put some more vegetables so that, you can mix them. But at least you've covered the lining of your stomach with vegetables, so that when you consume bread, you consume rice, that sugar from rice is not going to cause an insulin spike because of it's like a bed. So it's like there's a barrier, and that rice, when it's digesting, it's being released. The glucose, the sugar, is being released slowly into your bloodstream. Okay, so bread is the last part that you consume. If it's breakfast, for example, then you, after the vegetables, then you have your eggs, your scrambled eggs, or whatever, baked beans if you involve that, and maybe your sausages and bacon for you guys who love the full English. Or if it's a bowl of cornflakes, yeah, start with the vegetables and then you can have your bowl of cornflakes. Okay, but why not make it easier? Just make your breakfast savory. Okay, rather than you finish, but you just remember that you're trying to get rid of these addictions. So you're gonna have to, yeah. Okay, guys. So as I said, the first video, I did hijack it to talk about the experiences I've had. I planned it that way. Okay, I just went random because these days I do things random because I don't want to plan ahead and put it out here and say, okay, I'm going to talk about the story of my life, how I went through this, by these people did that to me. Before you realize it, your social media is glitching because somebody doesn't want you to speak up. So that is why I just go random. Yeah, I know I was supposed to talk about my exercise and my diet. So yeah, but there you go. I've done a full video. I'm not going to touch the other story I had where I was talking about my the story of my life where I've been abused. Okay, I've done it in my first video and I planned it like that. So in this video, really, I'm just compensating those people who are listening to me and you are genuinely wanting to lose weight. You are genuinely, it's an actual genuine sort of like 2025 lifestyle change that you would like to do. So I just thought, yeah, let me compensate you for for bringing in other stuff in my first video when I should have really spoken about this. So guys, yeah, so meantime, yeah guys, so remember, even Christmas time, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. So remember, I've been doing some studies on myself, okay, using chocolate and cakes to see, because I don't eat rice. Literally, because I've eaten chocolate and cake, I'd find myself boiling rice. Like, if you ask my kids, I don't eat rice. I don't eat carbs. Well, my kids, because they know me, okay, so they will tell you the truth about my eating habits. So yeah, so as I was saying, I would have chocolate on purpose, I'd have cakes, I'd have sweets, then I'm craving for rice. Like, I haven't eaten rice for 10 years. Suddenly I'm eating rice. Yeah, and there's nothing special that I've added to that rice. Just eat it like that. This is to let you know that sugar, those carbs turn into sugar. Sugar is addictive, whether it's natural sugar from the sugar cane plantation, or whether it's sugar from the fruit juice. You say, oh, orange juice is healthy. Lot of rubbish. Trust me, there's a lot of sugar in there. The fruit, the orange, it has a lot of sugar. It's not about whatever atomically what type of sugar it is, but it's still sugar and it still does the same thing in your body. So now when you start to drink that sugar in the orange juice, you've just made it easier. You've just removed all that and the part where there's fiber, and now you put it on the stomach lining. Yeah, it says it's healthy for you. Oh, okay. You need to know this, guys. You need to know You need to know all these things, whether it's natural sugar from your fruit or whether it's processed sugar. It is still sugar. It still does the same thing. And also, I've pointed out the fact that the orange you have today that you buy in the supermarket. Look, I'm not trying to discourage you from buying fruit. I'm just simply giving you some really ideas, things that maybe you didn't know about. That orange isn't in original state as God created it. It's man-made. You know, like I talked about certain breeds of dogs. They are man-made because they were bred, didn't they? And then you have a little chihuahua, and that little thing, poor thing, has these defects. It wasn't born a chihuahua. Somebody did that. Okay? Yeah, and then you have this funny breed of dogs. It's the same with fruit. The banana that you buy in the shops, it's not in its original form. The real banana plant, as it was, is not even sweet. It's a little tiny fruit. Okay? So, yeah, guys, that is how you beat these sugar addictions. Yeah. So that is how you clean up your system. All of that, what it is it's the sugar spikes and glucose spikes. And let me tell you something, what ages people, what makes people look old. Somebody said, okay, that the bones of the baby, like in the joints, they're like white. And the bones of a 100-year-old man or woman, they'll be like brown. Okay? So what happens? You see that glucose spikes and sugar spikes? It cooks you. Guys, okay, you can check this information out. It cooks you. That's what ages you. That's why some people age prematurely. So don't allow the sugar spikes and glucose spikes to go on, because you are cooking and it's prematurely aging you. I kid you not. Probably you've never heard this. I was surprised when I did. Okay? So, be careful out here with these sugar spikes. And if you thought that sugar, it was just adding sugar to your tea, no. It's all the sugar that rice turns into when you consume it. Okay? So if you want to break from those addictions, I've told you how you do it. Your body will naturally stop craving. So you have a cup of coffee with tea in the morning, sugar spike, glucose spike, yeah. And now your body wants more sugar. You're gonna grab that plate full of potato and meat. And then for dinner, you're gonna grab that whole bowl of rice and red meat. And then on top of that, you're gonna put ice cream. It's not you, my friend. It's sugar spike. And it's like you are hungry. No, you are not. You think you are. But if you do these things that I'm telling you to do, you'll be surprised that when you eat enough, you actually feel you are satisfied. You don't want to go on. So this is how this thing goes. And I'm glad I've had to come back and redo the video to compensate the last video where I was talking about my abusive journey. Okay? And yeah, so the good thing is I've survived it, and but that's not what we're talking about here. So we are talking about weight loss. And again, if I come out and start to talk about the subject, please go back to my first video today. It's still editing. It hasn't finished editing. So if I mention those things again, It's not because I got angry or I changed subject. No, it's something I plan to do. I said I'm going to be very spontaneous, and I'm not going to plan ahead and leave a thumbnail that, oh, join me today. I'm going to be talking about the abuse that I endured. And then before I realize it, the person who put me through the abuse, now they are doing all kinds of things to silence me. Okay, suddenly my YouTube account doesn't have views. And you might be wondering, can somebody stop that? Believe you me, there's some weird people in this world, but again, I digress. Let's talk about now how you're gonna eat Christmas time. Okay, so just eat everything you like, but always remember, if you don't want it to do a big job, you don't want to have to end up starting from the scratch. Before you have your meal, your Christmas meal, your ice cream, your chocolate, your cookies, everything else, eat what you want. But just remember, just do that vegetable thing, whether it's salad, put in all the stuff you like. You can dash in some little nuts, okay, and just eat it. Or you can just steam, or just eat them raw, but make sure they're enough to cause a barrier in your stomach, and then go for it. Eat everything you want, including your ice cream, including your dessert, everything. Okay, but then remember, when you have to have another snack, another sweet snack, okay, always put a barrier on your stomach. Have some salad, then go for that snack you wanted. Go for that mince pie. Okay, but if you don't want to do that, you can bring up all your sugar spikes and your glucose spikes again, and then start afresh. Yeah, but remember that even though you have those addictions, you can stop them in their tracks. All right, and then you can lose weight. And then in the long run, guys, as you start to eliminate these unhealthy foods, starting with sugars, you'll find that you can actually become vegetarian if you want. You can't think vegetarian right now because of your system is corrupt. Sorry, guys. Sorry to say that. Your system is full of that toxic stuff. It's full of red meat. It's full of sugar. So there's no way in your brain you're going to think about becoming a vegetarian. Impossible. So, what do you do? Just keep doing that. Eventually, you're not going to want any meat at all. You're not going to want any eggs. You're not going to want any cheese. Then you can become a vegan. So what's this thing about veganism? It's a clean diet, okay? And it's very healthy, okay? Even for those people with, that have to take medication because of high cholesterol, you can reverse that and don't have to be popping pills for cholesterol. You can reverse heart conditions. You can reverse diabetes. Okay? Food can kill or heal. The choice is yours. Again, it's what you choose to put in your mouth, the food you choose to eat. So, yeah. Have I read these things from a book? Not just that, but I've tried them. I've experimented, and up to like this week, okay, I've been experimenting. So I won't tell you how much sugar I've consumed because it's not healthy anyway. So I don't want people to say, okay, I'm gonna try it and then it depends. Some people that can just overtake you. So I'm not going to say exactly what I've been doing, because I know I can stop it. I know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting. Okay, so what causes premature aging? Yeah, it's those insulin spikes and glucose spikes. When your insulin spikes, your glucose spikes go up, that's cooking your body. Yeah, and somebody said evidence shows that a baby, has got white bones, and a 100-year-old would have brown bones, because it's that sugar insulin spikes. So you want to reverse the aging process. Eat healthy. Take the sugar out. Okay? You want to look young? That is how you look young. You want to live long? That is how. A good mental health, a good physical health, you look young. Yeah. So if this makes any sense at all, you can reach out to me. Okay? And I'm here. And maybe if what I'm saying is enough, yeah, keep listening. And if maybe you've tried it and you have questions, yeah, you can get in contact with me. And I'll talk to you more about, more personal, whatever your experiences are. But I'm going to emphasize here that I am not a nutritionist. I am not a physician. So you do well by consulting your physician to check, because I don't know, you may have underlying issues when I mean things like diabetes. Okay, so you might need to consult with your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking about, because I don't have those underlying issues such as diabetes, blood pressure. I am not on any medication, diabetic or high blood pressure or cholesterol. I'm not. Okay, so if you have that, and yeah, by eating healthy, you can reverse diabetes, the cholesterol, heart conditions, but you work with your doctor, work with your nutritionist. Okay, I didn't work with any doctor or nutritionist. I don't have those symptoms, those underlying issues, and I've been doing it for a long while. So yeah, so it's not just, even, yeah, you will look young, and you'll be strong, and also things like your skin will glow, things like your hair will grow thick and healthy. Well, at least me, I have my hair grows thick and very healthy. Drink lots of water. Yeah, so instead of a can of Coke, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, drink lots of water. H2O. Okay, drink it. Yeah, guys. And maybe you want to make your own fruit juice at home. I've got a blender, not a blender, a juicer. Well, I do have a blender, but when you do it with a blender, you are making a milkshake. So I do buy, like for example, if I want orange, I'll mix it with carrots, a lot of carrots, and maybe one orange. Okay, or an apple. I'll juice some celery, some cucumbers, and some curly kale. Okay, always, not just orange, and I'm going to drink orange juice because I've juiced it at home, and somehow it's healthy. There's a lot of sugar, so watch out, guys. Watch out. So that's why people say, hey, they say I'm gonna lose weight if I juice my own orange. But have you considered how much orange juice, homemade, you've put into your system? And do you realize that orange juice you've juiced at home, do you realize that it's still sugar, and it's gonna cause a sugar spike? So okay, fine, how do you consume your orange if you want orange juice? For example, carrots, combining carrot and and orange to make a juice. those blend in really well. Okay, so rather than whole orange and even pineapple, you can find these vegetables that really blend in well with pineapple. Okay, so don't just do the whole pineapple and you drink it. Okay, so always incorporate things, vegetables. Alright guys, so after all, that oats porridge isn't really healthy, only when you consume it properly. So yeah, now you know how to make better choices. Now you know how to cut addictions. Okay, and yeah, I have meant when I put on weight, it's on purpose. It's on purpose. Maybe I'm trying something. It's not because my diet has failed. No. And if I want to, I can maintain a size 6 figure. Like I only fit into size 6 clothes. Have I been that? Yes. Have I put on the weight? No. Because I eat healthy. That's how I eat healthy, what I've been saying to you. But when I decide I'm going to try something and you see me put on some weight, I'm trying out something. It's not because I went on a fad diet and then I felt hungry and I ate. No, I'm past that stage where I follow fad diets. And so after I've done my experiment, what do I do to gain back my figure, my size 6 figure? What I do is I use the same method, but I like to detox. So if you saw the amount of chocolate that I've consumed, and if I'm going to do that during Christmas time, for somebody who eats clean like me, you'd understand why I would water fast. So some people say, oh, she's water fasting to lose weight. And yeah, she's losing weight. No, that's not how you lose weight. Yes, naturally, when you water fast, a prolonged water fast, you are going to lose weight. But then what happens then when I'm water fasting is that my system is resting. Okay? My system is resting. Ask anybody. It is very healthy when you water fast. Okay? So because of that, when I come out of the water fast and I start to eat healthy. So I start with the water fast. Okay? And then I go back to eating healthy. And I've done this for over 15 years. It is sustainable. It doesn't matter how humongous you became, and this is not body shaming, how big you became. You can lose the weight. Stop the hormonal thingy. It's outdated. It's outdated. Simply it's sugar spikes. Yes, you no longer, your body no longer produces insulin because of those hormonal changes. We understand that. But you can control that by what you eat. Okay? And I've just told you. So whether you are that person thinking about your hormones, like, oh, when I reach this age, my belly bloated. Oh, please leave that alone. Try what I'm telling you. Okay? I easily lose weight. And that's how. Because I don't let the sugar spikes and the glucose spikes continue. If I do that, you see me having chocolate and cake, I'm doing that on purpose. At this day of my life, at this time of my life, I'm doing that because I'm testing something. So that when I talk about it, I know exactly that what I'm saying isn't one of those fad diets that people talk about. Yeah, so people say, oh, you know what's going to happen? You've tricked your body after you've water fasted. Who told you to water fast to lose weight? Detox, yeah. Detox. But then in the long run, after your water fast, eat the way I've said you should be eating. But then eventually, because your sugar spikes, your glucose spikes, you've sorted that one out, you find that you don't even have need to have rice, to have that much carbs. Yeah, I know some people who rice, they can't leave it alone. Potatoes, pasta, they can't leave it alone. All that meat. Yeah, I know that. But you should understand that that's your body craving them. Okay? Because there is a insulin and glucose spike. All right, guys. That's it for today. I hope it makes sense. And again, I apologize to those viewers who came out on the first videos and I changed from talking about diet and eating healthy. I started to talk about the story of my life. I planned it that way. So I do randoms here, remember? That is what I said. So don't expect me when I start with a subject on diet that is going to end up, we're going to just talk about exercising and eating healthy. I might switch it on. Okay, it's all planned like that. So yeah. Okay, guys, enjoy your evening, and if I don't see you again on this channel, have a Merry Christmas. After Christmas, before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, all right, guys, thank you so much. God bless. Bye.